So the main reason I went away from a mullet setup what am I getting myself into? Another lonely session today. Jamie let me down at the last minute. But we're packed up. Bike is in the boot. Running a mullet today. Fits in so much easier as a mullet. Might have to reconsider about keeping it as a mullet. I was convinced 29er was the way to go. So the main reason I went away from a mullet setup was the bike was sitting too low. I kept hitting the pedals, and sometimes I often would catch the underside of the bike, underneath the motor and whatnot. The other reason, the mullet that this came with is a huge big rear tyre, 2.8 inch, and it was hard to squeeze between rocks and bits of fallen tree and whatnot. So I switched to the 29er. I'm back on the mullet today because it struck me that when I was mullet I had a lighter spring. So will the heavier spring keep the bike sitting that wee bit higher up, or will it still be sitting too low? Totally wrong gear. Where is it? Whoa, didn't know that. Yuck. Hope it's not all going to be water like this. What am I getting myself into?
A few moments later.
Is this even a trail? If it is, it certainly doesn't get ridden much. That's the black shell, I think. But does this continue here? I don't think I have the clearance for that. Does it go down here or not? There is tire marks. But then there's trees. Can I get under that? And there might be more trees down anyway. Now, where does it go? Supposed to go right. Need the Allen key out. Oh, that was wet. So that was quite interesting. I wasn't expecting to enjoy the mullet as much as I did. Previous experience on the mullet setup just wasn't great, but I think the heavier spring is helping on that score. I'm going to keep the bike as a mullet for a wee while, try it somewhere a bit gnarlier. Let's face it, Castlewellan's not the hardest, even though I struggle on the naturals, but still, it's not the hardest place. I'll try it again somewhere like Tullymore or Strebor, and we'll have a better idea then of whether the mullet's for me or not.